Sweet. Man, I'm so tired right now. It's like 7 a.m. Probably like 7:30 now. I'm not a morning person. This is like first period in high school to where I show up to class a little late and then I fall asleep. And that's exactly what I feel like doing here. And as you can tell, I'm not exactly in my room. um, Otherwise, I'd be knocked out right now. But um, I guess something I wanted to talk about, since it's not busy here. um, it's nothing about the sun. I'm trying to take notes on it because the sun has moved into Taurus. Go away. That's what I say when I don't want a truck to come in, and I see one on the on the on the way, and then it turns, and I'm like, yes. But anyways, all right. So I'm trying to figure out the sun's energy um, as it transits into a different sign, and it doesn't seem like it's too conspicuous, and I don't see it being too conspicuous either. Like in our own charts, it's not something that's like it's not like our moon or anything like that. You know, it's just kind of our nature, the way that we go, or the way that things are going in a sense. Um, it's not like it's not really conscious. It's not too like intentional. It's just kind of the energy that is going on. Kind of like in the background in a sense. It's weird. Um, but of course, if you look at background of a picture, it doesn't matter what characters or what's happening in the picture. It's the background that always stays pretty much the same. Like everything's happening in this one place, and that's kind of like what the sun is. Is like if your sun is in a certain sign, everything is kind of happening in that background. Um, so if my sun is Gemini, everything in my life is always going from place to place. Um, Not literally, not saying like I'm going from one city to the next or one state to the next, um, but more like, okay, I'm figuring this out, and then I'm figuring this out, and then I jump to this and I jump to that. It's kind of like how I was talking with a friend yesterday, um, how things don't just link from one thing to the next, um, kind of like shades, say like light blue, blue, dark blue. Like things kind of go from like blue to red to yellow, especially for like Gemini. It's kind of like order of operations, you know, like you'll do, well, yeah, you'll do parentheses and then you do exponents and then you do multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So you separate everything into different pieces, and that's kind of what I mean by jumping from place to place. You figure out little different things at one time, and then you kind of put them together in a sense if they mix, I guess. Um, that's kind of like what I do. Um, I'm always going from one thing to the next in whichever, I guess I could say, form that I'm thinking about, or whatever's on my mind, whatever I'm studying. It always goes from one thing to the next. That's like my background, basically. Hopefully that's making sense. So I take that ideology and I take it into transits and where the sun's at now, where it's going. And like I said, it's not too conspicuous because it's the background. Like, it's not the main character, it's not the show. But it's where everything is happening, basically. I kind of feel that's what the sun's about. Getting to know it a little bit. It's kind of tough when it comes from your self perspective and how it's interacting with you. Um, Especially if you're not grasping it or if it's too noticeable what's going on. Um, but for the most part, like it kind of helps to see where other people are as well, like how the transits are affecting other people. You kind of see trends in what's going on in everyone's life, and that trend is like how you can identify the energy, whatever Sun and Taurus means. Um, so I just had to like kind of see like the background of how everything's going, like what's where. How can I put this? The context in which everybody's doing something is kind of a technical way of putting it, but I could bounce off of that and lead into the direction that I need to when I say that and it clicks in my mind. But I guess I'll end this note. Until later. Peace.